Hi, welcome back to Rosslyn Court. We're live again. It sounds like we have an audience. We haven't got an audience. We have a team of people working here, and they're trying desperately to sound like an audience, so they're misbehaving like mad. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So the bad news is we're back in lockdown. The good news is it looks like Joe Biden's in, and I'll just wave to him because I'm sure he's celebrating by watching. Yeah, that's good. We've got the usual. We've got a screen in front of the stage. Not that you'll see that. We've got air extraction from the stage, taking all the spit and goodness knows what up there and throwing it out over the neighbours. And we've got, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, okay? Now, if you have donated already, and lots of people have, thank you very much, then you are entered for the raffle, okay? If you, at the moment, cannot donate any money to our performers, then that's fine too. If you contribute to the chat, you will also be entered for the raffle. And the prizes for the raffle this evening are... We have a CD, which has been donated by Anthony John Clarke. Okay, and we also have, for second prize, which is also quite in demand at the moment, we have the Who Gives a Crap emergency toilet roll. So that is very popular. Okay. Behave yourselves. Now, the role of a floor singer is to make the people who are singing this evening, who are, of course, AJ Clarke and Julia Porter, I haven't mentioned that yet. The role of the floor singer is to make them sound really good, and I take this responsibility very seriously. So the chances are I will fluff, and who knows, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you need me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon coaster, in a blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your name sketched on it twice. Oh, in my blood, you're like holy wine, tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I can drink a case of you, darling. Still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. Box of paints, and I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those who ain't afraid. I remember when you told me, you said, love is touching souls. Surely you touched mine, 'cause part of you falls out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, in my blood, you're like holy wine, tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink would still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew devils and your deeds, she said. Go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. Oh, you're in my blood, you're like holy wine. Taste so bitter, bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. Still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. I could drink a case of you, darling. Still be on my feet, I would still be on my feet. Thank you. Right, I'm going to get out the way.
Just says lovely rendition.
Oh, thank you, Sally. That's very kind of you. Now, listen, you two, you're not really strange. Oh, right. Is he? All right. You're not really strangers to live streaming, are you? Because you kept us all happy during the first lockdown. Thank you so much for those live streams every day. It was great. It was something to look forward to. Yeah. Okay, right. I'd like to introduce AJ Clarke to the stage. I will get out the way. On you come.
Thank you.
Oh, mind you don't walk into that.
Yeah, I've been so well behaved so far. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody here. And Mark, that was lovely. Can we do something together at the end?
We could.
Great. Okay, that's fantastic. Yeah. Right. Here we are in Margate. Yeah, Margate. Where Julia's from, of course. Take that down. It's been a really good day. I'm staring at a camera now. I'm a little bit out of my zone, but I will find my zone within 30 or 40 seconds. The courtesy that has been extended to both myself and Julia since we arrived here is quite exceptional. And Julia, she's had some good news and some bad news today. Well, you didn't have any bad news, actually, did you? Apart from the fact that you're scared stiff about doing it tonight, and we hope that it all goes well. But she nearly got offered the job presenting Songs of Praise, which she was in the last three. But unfortunately, they didn't have a liquor license for Julie, so she wasn't able to do it. So we're very, very happy to be here. And this is a little song that I wrote in 1996. And it was just my attempt at being a folk singer. And about writing about life and stuff like that. And because I ran out of material in 2019, I just re-recorded it on an album and gave it a different title. And I recommend that to anybody in this sort of business. Warwick, thanks very, very much for having us here. And I hope this goes well. For any men watching who had BBC Two in the 1960s and 1970s, they might remember that intro from a guitar program called Hold Down a Chord. It was on at about 6:30, 7:30 in the morning on BBC Two. And 27 members of the male population would get up and watch it, including me. No women watched this program. They had far too much sense. And he used to start with this little, John Pierce used to start with this little guitar refrain. And then one morning when I got up, I heard him do this. And I went straight back to bed. Life's got its own agenda. She never quite lets me in. I worry about this and I worry about that, where I'm going to and where I've been. I'm looking for a shirt again, it's Monday and I'm bored again. I'm standing on the road again, I know it's gonna rain again. The bus comes to take me and the conversations make me wanna emigrate. Who knows when, 'cause it's doing it again. Oh, I never thought life would catch up with a guy like me. But it did, 'cause I'm wearing braces. And I'm not wearing braces for style. I'm wearing braces because there's no belt that will actually go around me and keep my trousers up anymore. Life's got its own agenda. A girl picks you up, you settle down. You argue over this and that, you do some dishes, feed the cat, spend Sundays cutting bushes down. The house is never big enough, the garage won't hold all your stuff. The marriage, it runs out of love because you did not try hard enough. And both of you, you're ruining it, don't even know you're doing it. Anyway, it's far too late. Who knows when? It's doing it again. Hello, Holland. Oh, I never thought life would catch up with a guy like me. Hello, Sally Ironmonger. I'm not getting information fed to me. I just know telepathically that you're there. It's all I ever wanted all along. A warm and friendly place to play my songs. Maybe on this little cheap guitar and drum. Down at Frank's tomorrow night, why don't you come? I guess I'm looking for a shoulder. As you can see, I'm getting older. But now that the nights are getting colder, if you can love me, won't you please come home? There's lots of people working very hard on sound and visuals in this room. I was just wondering if you could perhaps make me look and sound a bit younger. And perhaps a bit thinner. Death's got its own agenda, can't come knocking when you least expect it. Any fool will tell you wealth is more important than his health, but like the fool I still neglect it. And even though I'm in a mess again, I do my level best again to put it to the test again. But get pains in my chest again, although the pins are still the same. I bang the doctor's door again, medicate. Who knows when? It's doing it again. You see, I never thought of life. I never thought of life. I never thought life would catch up with a guy like me. Yay! Oh, thanks, Jay. Very good. Yeah. I'd like to. I had some requests for tonight when I put it up on Facebook, and this is for Tony Petty, who runs the gig. Morag, you probably know this, at the Bobbing Barn. Yeah, Bobbing Barn, yeah. And of course, and Colin Grantham as well. And Colin and Rosie, I hope you're well. It's a song about Northern Ireland called The Broken Years. I recorded this song with a songwriter that you might know called Colin Sands, and we had a recording organised in Northern Ireland, which involved 70 school children. Colin very kindly came along with his recording studio, and I asked my father if he would do the catering for the show, and he kindly came along. Now, when you consider that there were 70 children aged between 11 and 16, he came along with the catering, which by my dad's standards was 12 bottles of red wine and several baguettes and some cheeses. And I said, you can't, and this was so sort of Ulster gentleman of my father, I said, you cannot serve alcohol to children between the ages of 11 and 17 during a school day. And his response was, no one will ever know. I sort of got his point, but it was just one of those things. So if you know the chorus, sing along. And even though I can't hear you physically, I'll hear you telepathically. Julia, how do you think the show's going so far? Oh, she's left. Okay. All right, okay. That's good. Coming from Northern Ireland, people expect you to sing songs about the troubles all the time. This is a song about inconvenience. The inconvenience of the troubles. And I was just imagining comically, say we were in the height of the troubles now, not in the year 2020, and the coronavirus and COVID thing had come along. My goodness me, wouldn't social distancing have been entertaining? Both communities would have rewritten the rules, wouldn't they? That you had to stand. Well, my mother, for example, who was a very proud Catholic bigot, and my father, who was an even prouder Protestant bigot, they would have drawn up new rules straight away. That it was okay to stand 2 meters away from someone, but if they were a Protestant or a Catholic, you might want to extend that to perhaps 200 meters. But we'll never know. The whole family's sitting watching TV. It's the only thing that makes them feel better. And no one plays the radio. The news is always bad. The kids, they've been keeping daddy up all night with their rocking and their rolling and their shouting and their fighting. Tomorrow is the marching season. Let's meet at the roundabout. I want to eat at the same table. I want to break the same bread. I want to march down the same streets and hear the same bands. I want to sing the same songs. I want to say the same prayers. Together we can mend the broken years. Jimmy, he'd get married in September, but first of all he had to write a letter requesting dispensation just to be with that girl that he loved. And in the end, hardly anybody came, and Mother sighed and blamed it on the weather. 3 cheers for the broken years. I want to eat at the same table. I want to break the same bread. I want to march down the same streets. I want to hear the same bands. I want to sing the same songs. I want to say the same prayers. Together we can mend the broken years. And all those pretty colors on the pavement, the green and gold, red, white and blue and all the little broken shops and houses with those badly spelt slogans on the wall. Hey, it's no wonder that everyone was leaving. It's no wonder at all, at all, at all. 3 cheers for the broken years. Now, whether you're watching from Lincoln, France, or Northern Ireland, a story for you guys in Northern Ireland, because my father was a staunch Protestant and married a devout Catholic. When my mother used the term Roman Catholic, he thought she was talking about fireworks, some of which we heard on the way down tonight, rather inappropriately, but it's not for me to say. I want to eat at the same table. I want to break the same bread. I want to march down the same streets and hear the same bands. I want to sing the same songs. I want to say the same prayers. Together we can mend the broken years. Oh, thanks. Now, I married a girl from Margate. Loads of you who would be watching, I'd like to think, were familiar and knew Julie. And her dad, I want to say hello to Harry, because I think Harry and David are watching tonight. And Harry, I'm going to look you straight in the eye and say, of all the people that I've met in my life, I know the camera has sort of scanned across to Julie rather selfishly there, right? But of all the people that I've met in my life, you have displayed the greatest kindness, the greatest strength and have probably taught me more. You have such fantastic qualities. And Julia, if only you had inherited some of those qualities, that would have been remarkably better for our relationship. So this is a little song about when Julia and I met and how we met and so on. Rather self-indulgent. But if it resonates with any of you out there tonight, then it would be worth it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, God, you've really let yourself go, haven't you? We'll take this down a little bit, if that's all right. It's a bit loud. Okay, it's a little song called We Pulled Through, and I hope you like it. And that is painful. Right, so. What about the audience here? How are we doing? I know, but you sort of qualify. It's the crew. It's so lovely. I don't know where to look.
We're
It's
on a cruise
fantastic.
ship.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
We're rowing as hard as we can.
You're doing a great job.
I just think it's fantastic in the middle of this pandemic, and we all wanted to support the NHS, but I mean, you took exception to some of the things that I did. Didn't
He
you?
asked me to dress up as a nurse.
Only on Thursdays. That was it. Yeah. And the first time you did it, you got quite a clap, actually, I thought, you know. I realized things were going wrong, though, when you started to come to bed in a high-vis jacket, you know. So.
I realised things were going wrong. I poured him at the beginning of this lockdown, I poured him a nice big scotch, and he said, "Oh, I love you so much." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "I'm talking to the scotch." So I thought, this isn't gonna work out well.
Anyway, this is from my mate Peggy and Ellen. We hope you're okay over there, and just keep fighting the fight, guys. Okay, so we pulled through. This is for Alison Price, from your husband, Steve. You're a romantic just like me. We were just children when we married. I believe I wore one of my old shirts from school.
He did.
Two anxious little infants at an altar somewhere. Me, I was just off the boat, a hapless Irish fool. The one thing we never had was money, but you had me, and darling, I had you. We smile about it now, I can't believe it, but we pulled through. That's a sort of a chorus, crew. We smile about it now, I can't believe it, we pulled through. Lovely. Now get this. Hey, that day we bought our first house, I near fell over. £5,000, well, how'd you do? The evening you said no to a whiskey and a Coke, and I naively thought you'd come down with the flu. 4 sons later, who really do not need me now, I still giggle, 'cause they tattle after you. We smile about it now, I can't believe it, crew. We pulled through. Yes, we pulled through. In that dirty old backyard, we pulled through. £30 for our first car, we pulled through. And look, I still play the same guitar. She's never been one for throwing good money after bad. And I know I never ever really pleased your mother. I'm so proud to say I'm best friends with your old man. Those awkward moments when we'd meet old lovers, she'd say nothing, just squeeze me by the hand. And I know I'll never be your Paul McCartney. Sure, I've only been on TV 7 times, that's true. We smile about it now, I can't believe it. We pulled through. And one for the crew. We smile about it now, I can't believe it. On your own. Oh, we pulled through. It must have been the way she missed me. We pulled through. Perhaps it was the way she kissed me. We pulled through. But hey, with these braces, how could she resist me? Here we are tonight. It's all nearly over. But we have everything that we'd ever need right here. I got £10 in my pocket. I got a beer with my name on it, and acquaintances and friends online from far and near. Which really only leaves one final question. Will we still be here together in the wide blue yonder? We smile about it now, I can't believe it. We pull through. Crew, you forgot? We smile about it now. Roger, I can't believe it. We pull through. Yeah, 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 yeah. Last one. We smile about it now. Hold the last note. I can't believe it. We pull through. Julie, despite that t-shirt, you're a hit. It still hurts, yeah. Julie and I have had dilemmas, from time to time in our life. I think she's on screen a little bit too much, if you don't mind me saying so, but and I've got no idea what's going to happen here. But I've never liked camping, which has always been a sort of an issue, going to folk festivals and stuff.
I love camping. I love it.
I know you do. I think if God had intended us to camp, he wouldn't have taught us how to build houses. And also with, lovely Morag here, you don't want people coming down here camping, do you? When all this is over. You want people staying in your B&B, don't you?
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Come.
So my friend Debbie from Birmingham, she booked us into a B&B in Holland. A campsite in Holland, I beg your pardon. And it was the worst campsite. Now, it looked brilliant in the brochure, but it was terrible. And it had a horse walking around it, followed by a pig. And there was us. And there was a French couple. And this song was born. And it's just, I hate camping. Why don't you? And would it be acceptable to request very politely again from the crew that you join in on this chorus as well?
Certainement.
Certainement.
Oh.
So which bit of Holland did you miss there, Sandra? Right. Of course, yeah. Actually, Julie speaks French really well. Yeah. Pas de deux, father of two. Right? Yeah. Coq au vin, chickens in the lorry, I won't go on. Anyway, so I deliberated for a long time what sort of trendy chorus could you have for a song about camping. And happy Christmas, everybody, because it'll be soon. All I could come up with was this. Ging gang gooly 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 goo. I hate camping. Why don't you? Should we try that? Ging gang gooly 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 goo. I hate camping. Why don't you? Well, I just woke up in Holland. I'm in this dirty great big field, and I'm watching an ugly heron flying by. I just woke up in Holland. I'm wearing my new pink thermal pajamas. They were supposed to keep me warm and dry. And a couple in the tent next door last night, très passionate. They've just informed me that the toilet block is broken. Julie woke me up at 5 a.m. She was singing Blowing in the Wind. Hey, many a true word gets spoken. Ging gang gooly 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 goo. I can't hear you. Well, I just woke up in Scotland. I'm under a dirty great big tree. My oldie blow-up mattress has started hissing. Julie woke me up again at 5 a.m. This time from my favourite dream, the one when me and Fiona Bruce are kissing. And the couple in the tent next door last night again, très passionate. I presumed they must be Germans from their trousers. But when they cried about their mothers and sung You'll Never Walk Alone, well, we realized they were just two drunken scousers. Ging gang gooly 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 goo. I hate camping. Why don't you? Okay, this is a special one just for the crew. You're all very busy, but j'insiste. Ging gang. If I was a judge at an ice skating competition, out of 6 you would have got 2. So you're going to have to do better than that. 1, 2, gang, gang. Gooly, gooly, goo. You have to take our word for it. I hate camping. Why don't you? Well, I just woke up in Ireland, and I'm behind a public house. There's no Guinness, but I'm better off without it. There are nuns and Christian brothers dancing jigs and reels and vests. Mary O'Hara and Val Doonican writing songs about it. And the couple in the tent next door last night again, très passionate. They've both emerged red-faced with Sunday suits on. And Father Seamus Whitaker has not said his mass or rosary yet. And how come Sister Mary Joseph still has his boots on? That works so much better in front of a big audience. Just pretend we're all there, right? Gang, gang, gooly, 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 goo. I hate camping. Why don't you? Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. I ain't going camping. Kumbaya. Thank you. Brilliant. Yeah. So, right, I'm going to change guitars if I can. Is that that's a goodie, isn't it? I didn't. When I look back, I didn't really know my mum that well because I only knew her for a very short time. In the scheme of things, and I'm not alone in sharing this experience. But I made a list a few years ago about the things that I actually knew for certain about my mum. I knew that she liked going to church. I knew that she pretty much prayed every day. She loved to watch Neighbours on television. And her favourite band was a band which many of you will remember called Manfred Mann. I was at the Ely Folk Festival one year, and Paul Jones was there looking extremely slim in a white suit. And I thought I would take the opportunity to tell him that he was my mum's favourite singer. And he was very polite. He was with the blues band, and he said, I was everybody's mum's favourite singer. But it didn't dash my hopes for this song. So, but my mum would take their songs and she would Irishify them, ladies and gentlemen. She would make them more cute. So her favourite one was a song many of you will know, Do Wah Diddy. And I could hear her sometimes when she was hanging the washing out in Hollywood, County Down, Northern Ireland, no postcode, that she would sing, Do Wah Diddy Diddy Diddly Diddly Dee. And she somehow managed to get away with it. So. And this song was never closure for me and my mum, but it just made me sort of feel close to her. And sometimes things happen, and you sort of wish she was there. And we were on a little tour one time, and Julie was talking about her mum and her dad, and I thought, yeah, you know, it'd be nice if Mary had dropped in. So it's a little song called Missing Mary again, and I hope you like it. So, am I getting too sentimental? Julie?
You're getting too drunk, maybe.
No.
No,
This is water.
That's water, okay.
Yeah. Everywhere. My old mum, she never did say much. She was always down in church. And no one was surprised when she wore out both her knees. She prayed so much sometimes she'd faint. She knew the names of every saint. And some days she'd say a prayer for me. She never dodged one collection box. She'd never pray and watch the clock. She even enjoyed those dull sermons on a Sunday. I never heard her sing or shout. She wore 4 dozen prayer books out. And she was never late for work on Monday. And I'm missing my Mary again. I'm missing my Mary again. I never really knew her all that long, but Do Wah Diddy was her favorite song. I'm missing my Mary again. I never thought that my mum had ever been abroad in all her life, until her younger sister told me they'd once both flown to Spain. Of course she hated the plane and all the razzmatazz, and that Sunday she'd not got to mass, and she swore blind she'd never fly again. You see, she'd never set foot inside a bar. She never drank, she never smoked, she never drove the car. She had absolutely no time for priests who played guitars. And I knew I drove around the bend when I forgot to get her people's friend. But she loved my old man to the end, to the very end. And I'm missing my Mary again. I'm missing my Mary again. I never really knew her all that long, and Do Wah Diddy was her favorite song. I'm missing my Mary again. I said I never really knew her all that well. You know, we'd talk sometimes. She'd never tell me anything that she was thinking or how she felt about her own life. Everybody's different, I know that, but what I would have given for a proper chat, and what I wouldn't give right now, to feel her arms around my shoulders. She only ever came to one gig. She said it's always too far to go, but I think she thought our heads got a little big. With Tuesday night is always on the radio, but there's nothing I can do about that now, except take it on the chin. But if one of her boys ever needed her, oh, she'd step right up for him. And I'm missing my Mary again. I'm missing my Mary again. I never really knew her all that long, and Do-Wah-Diddy was her favorite song. I'm missing Mary again. Not convince me that there's a heaven, the fire and brimstone down below, 'cause the only God who'd ever send us there is perhaps the one who's seen this show. But I need to know she's somewhere with a brand new set of knees, strumming a guitar with her favorite priest for all eternity. And wherever you are in the world tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we sung the chorus 3 times. Any of it you can remember, just join in. And I'm missing my Mary again. I'm missing my Mary again. I never really knew her all that long, and Do-Wah-Diddy was her favorite song. I'm missing my Mary again. There she was, just a walking down the street singing. Thanks, Maureen. Tapping her fingers and shuffling her feet singing. 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Why not? Yeah. Cool, brilliant. Great. Thanks ever so much. Hey, Tal. Yeah. One of my cousins in Ireland, their daughter's just had a baby. She called it Boris. What? How about that? Yeah. Yeah. Not watching tonight. And it's a girl. Yeah. Yeah, so, anyway, we're going to move on. Are you enjoying the show, everybody out there on online?
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Did anybody turn up, Sandra?
Yes, 116 people.
Give me some names. Give me, some.
Graham and Fiona Purnell.
Oh, hiya, Fiona. Oh, lovely.
Tim
Yeah.
Hughes. Chris Dickon.
Chris, the man with the ukulele.
A kazoo.
The kazoo, sorry.
Kazoo.
Amy
Yeah.
Headley.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Aw.
That's so lovely. Yeah, well, thank you very much to them. This is a little song called Walking on Sunday, which we'd like to dedicate to Ruth, who runs the Lyceum in Newport, Mary Drosher, who introduced me to the band Fairport Convention with her husband Derek, and Fiona Purnell. How's that for synchronicity there? Nice. So, sorry, I wasn't looking at you. I don't know, there's so many screens in it. Rick Davis as well, down in the south east, who's lovely, and peace to you too, Rick. And we hope you like this. My mum had this expression, walking on Sunday. If you had a girlfriend, she'd say, will you be walking out with? I said, well, we're actually going to the pictures to see Star Wars or something like that. But she had this expression, she thought if you were walking out with somebody, it meant that you were kissing each other. That's about as far as it went with my mum, I think.
That's Catholics.
But if she used the expression walking on Sunday, it meant that the relationship was much more serious. And of course, there was a precedent for this in 19th century romantic novels, where for a couple to be accepted as a couple courting, they had to be, the relationship was ordained by the church.
Okay.
And when people come out of church, they would maybe hold hands and so on.
Oh,
It was nice. And there's a lovely scene in The Godfather of all things, where I think Michael Corleone walks down the lane. It's the only laugh that the Godfather gets. They're walking down a lane on a Sunday after church.
Okay.
Yeah, The Godfather.
Yeah.
And then the whole audience in the cinema laugh as all the family come behind them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And if you look really closely on Blu-ray at that, she whispers something in his ear. And you have to really focus in to lip read it properly. But she actually goes, Michael, Tuesday night is always karaoke. But he's... Didn't think I was getting all serious on you. Come and dance at the crossroads. Come and kiss at the post. Come and tell me that you love me the most. And you care more for me than your girl on the coast. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. It's easy. He left me this morning. It was the 6th day of May. I will wait until September, till he comes back this way, and we'll hear such sweet music as the autumn leaf sways, and we'll both go out walking on Sunday. Come and dance at the crossroads, come kiss at the post. Come and tell me that you love me, that you love me the most, that you care much more for me than your girl on the coast. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. If my mother is watching, take me by the hand, bow to the ladies, shake hands with the men. If you stand by the stone wall, they'll all know you're my friend. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. Come and dance at the crossroads, come kiss at the post. Come and tell me that you love me, that you love me the most, that you care much more for me than your girl on the coast. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. My mum told me loads of stories, some of which I've carried with me, but my favourite of all the stories she told me was when I was an altar boy, I used to look at the statues in the Catholic Church, and I'd say, all the statues of the Virgin Mary, she's never smiling. I said, why doesn't she smile, Mum? And my mum just had a sip of her tea, looked me straight in the eye and said, she wanted a girl, you know. But that's just a Catholic stereotype of humour, you know. And perhaps it's true and perhaps it's not, but who knows? Walk me past that little orchard where the blossom blows wild. Walk me to that middle stream where young trout rise for fly, to the oak in the clearing where we once laughed and smiled. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. Come and dance at the crossroads, come kiss at the post. Come and tell me that you love me, that you love me the most, that you care much more for me than your girl on the coast. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. Last one's yours, Mary. And we'll both go out walking on Sunday. Walking on Sunday. Hey, you want to change over?
Peggy says hello and how wonderfully you're doing.
Oh.
Hi, Peggy. Hey, deny everything. Deny everything. Yeah.
Hi, Ellen.
Thank you. Any more? Yeah, I'm gonna go. Dead on 8:30.
Ish.
Okay. I like ish. Ish is always good.
3 more, 2 more.
2 more is more.
3. Okay. We know what the last one is.
It depends how much you talk in between.
Well, you know, it's just sort of a thing. I ran out of material in 1987, so it's just one of those things, really. But we've.
Somebody called Dermot is saying, stop stealing my song.
Yeah.
That's our son. That's one
my
of our
son, 'cause
sons.
that's his guitar.
He must
you
be
know,
out
so
of prison now.
Anyway, we're wearing rather nice T-shirts. All of these are available, aren't they?
They are. Not always with the braces.
Those ones.
It'd be okay if you did. You know. Actually, would that help things? Would that get a better sort of? But we'd like to thank. I'm sorry if we couldn't do some of your requests and stuff, but thank you to Mike and Celia Ketchell and Liz Ogden and to Kevin Smith and Grace Palmer and everybody at Costa and Brian Bloomer who asked for the good old days, but we aren't going to be able to fit that in. And Colleen, we're going to do your song after this, and then we've got a surprise guest. Anyway, this is a little song about the most popular music in Ireland at the moment. And it has been really since its inception, when I think a parish priest from somewhere in Galway went to Japan for a holiday and he came back with karaoke.
Could have come back with something worse.
Every word of this is true. It happened in 1996. Wind it blew cold on the west coast of Ireland. Rita wouldn't go into the water. Picture the scene, mothers, fathers, ice creams, huddled round their little sons and daughters. Well, the rain, it cut right through me, it kept on pouring down. I found a little hotel bar on the harbour side of town. I said I'll play for nothing if the tourist is in town. But Tuesday night is always karaoke. Crew on your own, Tuesday night. A little louder now. There's only karaoke on Enniscrone. The whistles and the fiddles and the bow on Stay at Home. I never heard a single mandolin or an accordion drone. 'Cause Tuesday night is always karaoke. Oasis all the rage, down from Cork climbed on stage. He could hardly hold his mic for all that brandy. He introed far too late and poor old Sally had to wait, and Rita hollered some words might come in handy. Fathers cheating mothers up against the microphone. Sisters goading brothers, won't you leave the lad alone? And a priest from Knockeraha shook his head and headed home. 'Cause Tuesday night is always karaoke. Crew? French accent. Margate accent.
Tuesday night is always karaoke.
There's only karaoke up on Enniscrone. The whistles and the fiddles and the bow on Stay at Home. I never heard a single mandolin or an accordion drone. 'Cause Tuesday night is always karaoke. Sexy verse. Oh no, I don't do that one. Get thee to a nunnery, cried Father Michael Tunnery. Your behaviour here tonight is sacrilegious. Sister Mary Joseph took the floor, and as her crowd all called for more, her Donny Osmond covers were contagious. So we opened up our cigarette lighters and we waved them in the air. She got up on stage to strut her London derriere. She tore her habit, there's her underwear. Singing nuns enjoy karaoke. Singing nuns friends enjoy karaoke. And Tuesday night is always karaoke. Tuesday night is always karaoke. Tuesday night is always karaoke. Hey, thanks for signing on. Thanks for looking after us here.
Thank you.
And this is a special song for Colleen, who likes the town of Pitlochry. And I think this is, of all the songs that I've written, I think this is probably my favourite one. So we thought that we would finish on this tonight. And then if we have time, we can maybe do something a little different. You said you were going to do some jokes tonight, Julie. I don't know if you didn't do any, did you?
I did one about the Scotch.
You did, didn't you? We went to marriage guidance a few times.
You can understand why, can't you?
But they recommended that we go and see the doctor together, and that was the most entertaining one of all time. I went to the doctor and I said, well, you know, our relationship, it's some years ago now, it just seems to be deteriorating. And don't tell anybody this. I said, and our romance and our romantic life seems to have declined out of sort of all existence.
Yeah.
In fact, we're only really making love 4 times a week. Do you remember his face?
Yeah, I know.
No, it's true. No, you mustn't laugh. It's true. And they said, well, how old are you? I said, well, we're getting towards 60. And he said, I can't make love 4 times a week. And Julie said to him, she says, we didn't come here for you to talk about your problem. So that's... It was raining on the day we found the town of Pitlochry. It is. But hand in hand we strolled the tourist trail. And would it be possible for everybody to give Julia a big hand?
Thank you.
Because the last time Julie was actually on television, it was you were in an off license on Crime Watch, weren't you? So especially for you, Colleen, and your lovely man. Do you know it was raining on the day we found Pitlochry? Hand in hand we strolled the tourist trail. I tried on some new boots, an expensive charcoal suit, and a sporran socks and kilt from Campbell's sale. And the salmon jumped so silver in the water and the spray, and we wondered how the trees upon the rock face looked that way. And hunting for a blue sky, we found it only grey in Pitlochry. There's a gentle woodland trail around Pitlochry. There's a scent of a small distillery in the air. We didn't have all day. I asked a tired old man the way. He said it's further than it looks from here, take care. And from where we stood we couldn't see the line the river falls, and the rocks upon the hillside were just rocks, not men at all. And you sang, take the high road, but you didn't know it all in Pitlochry. And it may have been the morning, it may have been the day, or the shepherd's gentle evening when hearts get swept away. Raining on the day we found Pitlochry. All the grey clouds ushered in a sunny day. Raining on the day we found Pitlochry. All the grey clouds ushered in a sunny day. You wrapped your arms around me in Pitlochry, and the tears became a prayer for better days. And the time you took to touch the wildest flowers on the lane, you were disinclined to turn and walk away. And the brattle of the steam train before it came in view, an empty station platform, a train for me and you. And you said, old man, I love you. And I said, I love you too, in Pitlochry. You know, it may have been the morning, and it may have been the day.
Hearts get swept away.
When they do. Raining on the day we found Pitlochry, but the grey clouds ushered in a sunny day. Raining on the day we found Pitlochry, but the grey clouds ushered in a sunny day. I was going to tell you about us walking on the beach this morning in Margate. And I met a Spanish mermaid, didn't I?
He met a Spanish barmaid.
There you go. Thanks for listening to us and support live music. And congratulations, Morag, on keeping everything going here. Well done, everyone.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thank
so
you. Now we
sweet.
have to do something very, very important.
The raffle.
It
The
must
raffle.
be the raffle.
This is for the CD.
It's a good one.
Anything out you don't have. That's it.
Hugh Tones. Hugh Tones.
Hugh Toner.
Hugh Tones. Do we know Hugh?
Up in Scotland.
Hugh Toner.
Yeah, hi,
Yeah,
Hugh.
it's
Hi,
from-
Leslie.
From Cooper.
Do you know Hugh Toner?
Yeah, Hugh and
Do you?
Leslie,
He's a great
yeah,
accordion
yeah.
player.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great
Hugh,
pianist.
could you possibly messenger me your address and I will send this
That's lovely.
off to you?
Oh, that's great.
I'll send them one of those. You keep that.
yeah, we'll do that.
And this is for the toilet roll.
That's Tony Peck.
Tony Petty.
He's down the road, isn't
Is he? Oh, good. Thank goodness for that. Tony Petty, please tell me where I can get you this this
That way on Tuesday.
Excellent. Tony Petty, you have won the toilet roll. Fantastic.
That's so good.
Great. Can we just, before we do this last song, can we just thank Chris and John and Phil and Roger and Sandra, the crew who've been helping to get this all together. And it's brilliant that they do it week after week. Thank you so much for this.
Such a lovely setting, Morag. Fabulous.
Good.
Lovely.
I'm
Love it.
pleased you like it. That's great.
And there's tortoises in the garden.
I'd like to introduce Morag now, because I think the whole essence of the whole folk scene is that people share things, and I think stages should be shared as well, and I've always thought that. So we're going to do Will You Go, Lassie Go. And wherever people are singing from, who's the furthest person away, Sandra, do we know?
Scotland.
Hugh and Leslie, possibly.
You and Leslie, okay.
Yeah.
And Lord
Hugh, good.
Morag's daughter is in Scotland.
Fabulous.
In France.
Lizzie?
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Lizzie. And the Dutch
Dutch.
people, of course.
Oh, the
people.
Dutch,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
That's Hanneke.
Peggy
and
Peggy
Harry,
in
yeah.
France. Yep.
All yours, darling.
Oh, the summer's soon be coming, and the trees will all be blooming, and the wild mountains
blooms around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to a wild mountain time, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love above near yon clear crystal fountain, and on it I will lay there all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to a wild mountain time, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
That Hanukkah is singing over in Hilberg in Holland. Van Morrison one?
Yeah.
Well, if my true love, she won't come. You know what I mean? You see, I might surely find another. And together we chase wild mountain time, all around that blooming heather. Morak, will you go, lassie, go?
And we'll all go together to a wild mountain time, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Go, lassie, go.
Thank you.
Beautiful, thank you.
Hey, there you go. Rosalind Court. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for,
you.
Thanks for
Thank-
doing that thing that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
Oh, thanks
Anthony
for
John
asking
Clarke
me.
and Julie Porter.
Yeah.
They've been fantastic.
I don't know her. I
Thank
just
you.
met her on the bus.
Thank you so much. Can you please watch our Facebook page, Rosalind Court Facebook page, and www.rosalindcourt.com, and you'll get lots of details of what's coming up next. Okay, thank you very much, and good night. I'm Morag Butler. Good night.
T-shirts. Porridge.